welcome back to my channel, Reclaiming Jen, where moms can take a break from the busy mom life and focus on their own needs, wants, and goals. On my channel, you'll find videos about my gig, VIPKid, teaching English online. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how you can manage classroom behaviors that tend to be challenging in the online classroom. If you haven't watched my why video about why I'm doing this job and what I do on the side now, I have been a substitute teacher with a public school board for 17 years. I have taught children from JK or junior kindergarten to grade 8 for 17 years. I have loved this job for many years. I enjoy the flexibility, and I have dealt with many different behaviors as the time goes on. We all know how we behave when the substitute teacher is there. So I have learned many techniques over the years to help with managing behavior. And so I'm going to share with you some positive ways to get your student back on track. And we'll talk about some typical students in the online classroom and how to get them back to the content that you want to share with them and to teach them. The first student I want to talk about is that busy youngster, the busy kid who either won't sit still or is all over the place, wants to show you their toys. With that student, some of the techniques that I use to get them back to the screen and repeating and getting that student output is to just use their name. So you'll want to do that often. It will bring them right back, usually just saying their name. David, can you read please? David, what is this? David. Okay, so you want to change the tone of your voice. Tone of voice has a great effect in the real classroom and especially in the online classroom. So another great tool that I use is to sing. I love to sing. Well, I don't know if you like to sing, but I think the singing or the sing-songy voice is gold in the classroom. From JK to grade 8, oh yes, you can hear my sing-songy voice when I'm trying to get the class's attention. So, and we know that in the online classroom, it would be frowned upon to raise your voice, and you're always trying to correct behavior in a positive manner. So I might do something like this. If David is bouncing on the bed or on the couch and twirling around, I might say, David, David, oh David, are you here? David? Okay, David. Okay, so it's something as simple as that. If they are sitting with you, but they're not repeating, you might be saying, it is a chair. It's a chair. And you're not getting that output? Magic. It's a chair. Bam. It's a chair. You will hear them repeat it back most times when you sing it. Another example. David, do you know the class rules? Yes, I know the class rules. Nothing? Yes, I know the class rules. Yes, I know the class rules. Yes, it's very unusual for me not to get a response when I sing it. And if you sing it in a familiar tone or in a familiar tune that they know, you're good to go. Another thing you can do if you're trying to get a student's attention, give them a star. Why? Because they hear it. Sing! They hear that star and then they're like, whoa, what just happened? So yes, I give stars even when the student is off task and not doing what they should be doing, okay? This is a positive way to do it. My personal opinion about taking away stars, I don't do it. In 1,650 classes, I have only taken away 1 star ever. I took it away and basically for the sound, I wanted to get their attention, so I took a star away. I don't know what sound it makes. And then I immediately gave it back when their attention was back at the screen. So that's the only time I've done that. If the young student is bouncing, they're jumping on the couch in front of the camera, then I will, if I can't get them to come back, then I will talk about what they're doing. David, you are jumping. Jumping. Because even if it's not the content on the screen that they're saying, at least you're getting some output, and it's extension too. So you can be extending even though they're moving. And we all know the young students need to move. And we also know about kinetic learners that learn really well when they're moving. So it's not always a bad thing if you've got a mover and a shaker in your classroom. Moving on to the next type of student, distracted older students. If you're new or if you are a seasoned online teacher, you will definitely come in contact with somebody who is distracted. And typically this happens with the older students. They've got an iPad to the side of them. You can see their attention is diverted or their head is down. You ask them a question and there's quite a delay waiting for a reply. Sometimes you can even hear the screen that they're watching. Okay, or you can hear a notification and their eyes divert to another screen. So this is definitely something that you will encounter if you have not encountered it yet. It's coming. So some of the techniques I use to get the attention of distracted students are similar really to the students that are young and moving around. Use their name often. Okay? Bryant. Are you with me? Bryant, can you read? Bryant, sing-songy voice, there it is. Okay, so use the sing-songy voice, change the tone of your voice. This helps. I also will wait for them. Sometimes it's uncomfortable because sometimes you have to wait longer than you can imagine that you have to wait for them to come back to the screen. So again, I use their name. Can you read, please? Bryant. Bryant? Okay, and then sometimes, very rarely, I will call them out and ask them, what are you watching? What show is it? Are you playing a game? I don't do it in a mean way. I just sometimes will address that I know that their attention is not quite where it needs to be. The final student that I want to talk about is a student that is sad or tired, or is a young student that maybe you've had the student often and they're really awesome in the classroom, but today you know something's not right or something's off. So it's that type of student. They're not motivated, they're not interested, and it doesn't have to be that they're always like this if it's irregular. It could just be one of those days. I recently had a student who's always game on in the classroom, and for 3 classes she was definitely not herself. And it turned out she was just traveling a lot and taking classes in the car. She was tired. So mom let me know that that's all that was going on. So in this case where you're trying to motivate, you want the student to get the best out of their class, my advice is to really try and connect with the student's mood and determine whether you want to try and liven the class up and give some excitement. Usually this is not the route that I take, but you never know, depending on the student. If you can get them to, liven up, then go for it. But usually I kind of come down to their level, to their mood, and do the best that we can. I have one student who was like, I am not doing this today. And the only thing that worked, we almost sang the whole class. Do you know the class rules? And if she didn't answer, I'd say, yes, I know the class rules. I mean, it's just, it works, okay? So give that a try if you haven't done that. And then I want to tell you about one other student. I had a brand new student. It was like his 4th class online. He was 4 years old, just the cutest little thing. His mom was with him, but it was his first time seeing me. And I said, you know, we're just in our introduction, and I said, "Hello, how are you?" And he wouldn't answer. He was shy, and he was speaking in Chinese to his mom. "How are you?" Still nothing. Well, guess who I brought out? Dino. I brought out Dino, and I said, "Hi, Dino." And he said, "Dino, Dino." This guy works wonders. So if you've got Dino, or if you've got a special character in your classroom, get it out, especially when those first few minutes are not great. The student is not responding well to you or this new situation. Get out a toy. And right away he said, "Hi, Dino." And then I said, "What's your name?" He didn't say anything, so I said, "What's your name?" And he said, "I'm Bert." So it's very good. So make sure you try different things in the classroom. And your props are always a great icebreaker. Use your props in the classroom, because there's always something you can do to like grab their attention and think, and get them excited. Like something like this. Bert? Bert? What is it? What is it? It's a snake. It's a snake. Yeah, it's a snake. Or you can pull out something they won't be expecting. Bert, it's raining. So anything you can do just to break the ice and make the student more comfortable. And as I always say in my teaching videos, I want you to remember to always smile. It's important to smile, because when you smile, it's contagious and the student feels more comfortable. And a simple smile is rapport building, okay? Anyway, that's all from me for today. I am Jen from Reclaiming Jen. If you have any questions or comments, or students that you've encountered and you're just not sure what to do, comment below, send me an email, reclaimingjen@gmail.com, and let me know. And maybe I can make another video about other things that I didn't touch on in this video. I appreciate any likes, subscribes, and notifications. I'd love to see you again on my channel. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Goodbye. That sucked. Let's retake that, because my snake is great. Hey Reclaimers, if you're new here, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel and like this video and hit that notification bell. These things help my channel grow, and I can continue to bring great content to help you in your online teaching journey.